So guys, do you like this new setup I did? I like it too. But this is not what we're talking about. So, if you read the title of the video, you know where this is going. That's it. I'm going to review the entirety of 2020, but not like all of it. This is part 1 of it, and as soon as the actual 2020 was over, I'm going to make a part 2 and see what the verdict is. So, let's do this thing. I'm honestly surprised that nobody has expected me to review an actual year instead of, like, I don't know, a new toy that I was supposed to review, like I said, but I forgot to because, you know, things. Now, there are some sections of what I'm going to review of 2020. I'm not going to review the movies, considering that those are projects on its own. I will not be reviewing some minor, you know, things that aren't even interesting. I'm also not going to be talking about Pridefall because there's like a bunch of videos on that, and I'm still debating whether or not it's real. But like, I honestly don't care. I mean, I don't care. Like, Jesus, leave me alone. Stop putting that in my notifications. Anywho, let's begin on the first part that started this all. Kappa. I'm not joking. So, if you have no idea what Kappa is, I actually made a video talking about that subject, and I put it down, link in the description. But for those of you who don't remember, here, I'm going to do like a brief summary. So, YouTube was right there, minding his own business, when all of a sudden, the FTC pops in, and like, fuck you. So, the gist of it is that, YouTube has been fined over wait, let me do the math real quick. 172 million or maybe $1,000 because they're using their platform to track kids' information, and that was a very, very, very bad move of YouTube. So instead of paying the fine and just being on our merry way, they paid the fine, I think, and put out the COPPA rule, which is an acronym for the Child Online Privacy Protection Act. So basically, YouTube would use their bots to go around and see a video, and if it's like animated and all that stuff and something like that, then they'll mark it as made for kids. Who's a good boy? You are. Yes, you are. However, there are some instances where some videos aren't even labeled as made for kids, and YouTube would just go around and just mark them as for kids anyways, which that was a bad idea, because considering that some of it even has violence in it. Violence! Such as Smile HD. That one My Little Pony video where everybody, well, dies. They fucking die. Luckily, YouTube has calmed down on the situation and made sure that the bots won't make this mistake again. But however, there are still some videos being targeted as made for kids when they clearly are not. But I mean, you could just use that one studio that does the trick. Now for number 2. Oh yes,
World War III.
So what I'm assuming is that Trump said something really offensive to one guy, and that guy got really pissed and almost enacted World War III upon us. But thankfully, the meme team caught in and just spammed a bunch of memes, and World War III never happened, I guess. Well, actually, it's mainly scares rather than actually theories of whether or not it's gonna happen. But how should I know? I'm not a politician. Part 3. The virus. You know this was coming. So one day there's this cruise ship that went to I'm assuming China or Japan or anywhere else in Asia. Stop stereotyping. Then when it was starting to come back to U.S. shores, one of the passengers So then this one person got infected, coughed a bit, then everyone else on the boat got infected. Then when the ship came into the shores, some of the virus snuck out and gone to other people, and now the world has turned into bricks. And for some reason, Amarillo is getting more cases of the virus. Like, Jesus Christ, did you not hear the news? Stay in the doors! Christ! And also, because of that virus, rumors spread about Chuck E. Cheese's closing, but I'm not sure about that. Alright, and number 4. The Aussie Fires. Huh? So I have no idea what happened, but like, I'm assuming in February or January somewhere, Australia was on fire. Like, major fire. Like, this was somewhat worse than the Amazon fire. And the worst part is that Diamond Bolt lives in Australia, and I don't want him to die. So I have to pitch in and help by doing nothing. So, we can't tell if the fires are still burning or not. Some news reports say that there are, some there are not. But we shouldn't let that stop us. I mean, we could still put them out with just a few bits of water and pink stuff. Now, moving on to number... Hold on. What was the math again? To part 5. The death of Kobe Bryant and George Floyd. They're not similar, I swear. So, the death of Kobe Bryant was simple. He was going to, something to do with NFL, then for some reason the helicopter was in a severe accident and he just crashed. And, well, that leaves him, his daughter, and several other people to die in the helicopter accident as well. As for George Floyd, we already know this is gummy. You think I'm gonna bust out the police car and all that stuff, yada yada yada. Yeah, I get it. Now, there are, like, several differences between the Kobe Bryant death and the George Floyd. Because with the Kobe Bryant death, the helicopter accident was, like, you know, an accident. And because of that, it brought people closer together because this man has done good things to not only the basketball community, but for the world. And even though I don't play basketball, I hope he's resting in peace. With the George Floyd incident, however, I am not comfortable with this. Like, I'm sure, because, like, I'm fine, which I'm actually... Here's the thing, I feel bad for, George Floyd that his death wasn't meant to be, but, like, I hate the fact that people are divided over this section. Mainly, well, yeah, I don't know why. Why? Because for some reason, instead of, like, handling this peacefully, there's been, like, major riots going around in Minnesota, or Minnetonka, I'm not sure anymore. And the riots have gotten so bad that Trump almost, like, well, it's this close to enacting martial law, which is a law that makes him bust out the military and takes away most rights of the people. And I am not comfortable with this law at all. Because not only is this law ruining most people's lives, but it's probably going to ruin, like, everyone's lives as well. Because, like, well, we just need some way to stop this. Like, somebody who can, like, go up there and, like, speak his mind out. Like you know, like a Martin Luther King Jr. type of person. I don't know if that would be me, because I may not look it, but I am half white and half African American, because my mom is African American and she was born in America, and my dad, who is a white man that I have not seen for, like, quite some time, was also born in America. And considering that I'm both of these types, which I'm not sure about it, because I might be different other, you know, races of any type, because I'm not sure of it yet, because I still haven't taken my DNA test, because I don't know how to do that process, but maybe, just maybe, I might be able to save the country, but, like, that's just a fantasy. It's never gonna happen. Not with this lockdown. Like, at all. Okay, now clean this up. The review's not over, but, like, we're here to talk about one last piece. This one last piece, and that is the election. The election. So let me just bust on my computer here and see what's going on in the elections. So in the Democrat side, Joe Biden has 2,144 what to say, delegates. I don't know what that means, but I'm assuming that's how many votes there are before the thing. And Bernie Sanders only has 147 diligence, and the other guys is like, they don't even have any. But that's like the Democrat side. What's on the Republican side? Oh, Jesus. So it looks like Trump has like 2012 diligence, which basically that's only the Republic side. But like, if you look at the numbers, this man Joe Biden has a bit more than Trump, but like, I'm not sure. But like, the rally that's supposed to happen in some big stadium, might change everything, but like, I'm not sure, because basically the rally is centered in a big, stadium instead of like at home that you're supposed to be in, and that is just I'm like very confused on that. But what I can only assume is that the Democrats are basically the smart ones, that they know what they're doing with the country, even though that their symbol says that they hate it. But like, I might because if I'm an adult, I might at least vote for Joe Biden, because like, he might be good. Bernie Sanders, I'm not sure of it, because like, who knows? I mean, there's been multiple campaigns where he's doing this and that. As for the Republican side, I refuse to vote for Trump, not again, because mainly most parts of 2020 centers around that man, and that's just like, oh fuck, my Chromebook's dying. I need to charge it. So that is all I have to review for 2020. There will be a part 2 to this, which we don't know if the situation's gonna get worse or good, because I don't want the virus, and I don't want to die, and I sure as hell don't want anything bad to happen to the people, because we still need our rights, we still need our freedom of speech, we still need our, I'm not sure, our dignity, I guess. So this has been part 1 of reviewing 2020, and I will review the rest of it when it hits December, and 2021 will be the new year. And let's just hope that, that everything will die out. The virus, the weird riots, the COPPA, and I don't know, something else. If you like this video, be sure to subscribe, hit the bell, get notified on the latest videos. Now, wait, before I say that, I think I might get some facts wrong, and whatever I get wrong, please do not shame me on it, because I'm only a kid and I don't know any better. Because I mean, I'm not into politics and all that stuff, and I'm like busy with something else. But as for other things, you shouldn't harass me for a kid that may have gotten things wrong. Now, stay tuned as I review Tyclone's series of furry racing cars that is still in development. I'll tell you about it later, but first, back to Food Wars. Ah!